And we are live with the Quarantine Quasar Podcast, Ep.5. I'm your host, Zainuddin Mohammed Abdelmoram. I'm here with my friend August Crane.
Hi.
Shit. Today we're here with Carter Hinson.
Hey, what's going on, boys? What's going on?
Oh wait, Zane, are we gonna start with the regular?
No.
Oh no, it's going to shit, boys. It's going to shit.
No,
It's already going bad?
It's just fine. It's just fine.
All right, then you can start it off then.
Huh?
You can start it off.
No, I already started.
No shit, Sherlock. Ask the first thing.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the only thing we've been doing for the past 4 episodes.
So Carter, tell us a bit about yourself.
That is not the question we start off.
I know. well, to be
Read it,
quite
read it,
frank,
read it.
okay, just to get things just to put it out there, I don't genuinely know Carter. Not only have I never met Carter in real life, but
No, you met me once.
I did.
Yeah, we had class with him.
Yeah, I was in Mr. Sutton's class, and you walked in
Sutton's.
and made some weird joke to me, and that was our only interaction.
I don't think you realize how many people he does that to now.
Yeah, it's honestly it's kind of hard to remember. It's like pulling out a
He
file
does that
from
on a
catalog.
daily basis. To random. It gets kind of weird.
I can only apologize at this point. I
Okay,
don't.
basically, how's quarantine for the most of it at least?
All right, so am I answering that question, or is there another question?
Yeah,
that you should ask?
just answer that.
Yeah,
one,
just
then
do
we're done with
August. Yeah.
All right. Okay, August, go ahead then.
it. Yeah, have you?
I
How's the
just
quarantine
asked
been?
it.
Yeah, okay, how's quarantine been?
Been pretty slow. I didn't get laid off, but my job stopped bringing us in for 2 months, so my life was pretty boring. So I watched a ton of Star Wars, and played a lot of GTA. That was about it. That's about all I did the entire quarantine.
Where do you work?
I work at a place called Primrose Table. It's like a restaurant place.
Oh,
I don't know how
that
to explain it.
expensive
It's like a nice-
restaurant.
Yeah, it's an expensive restaurant that
Ooh,
I don't know. I make a lot of money, so it's pretty.
that's nice. What's your hourly pay?
It's like $9.50.
That's
Can
not
you
bad,
have
yeah.
Could you have applied for unemployment and just made
I
a
could've.
bank off it?
But basically, how jobs work is when you get laid off, you're supposed to get a W-2, right? And that's how
Yeah.
you can file for taxes. And my past job didn't send me my W-2, which is illegal, but they never did, and I was just too lazy to go through their corporate to get it back, so I couldn't apply for it. Unfortunately, I didn't get a stimulus either.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's a hefty pile, man. I don't know what to say about that.
Didn't that new Star Wars, the Clone Wars season come out?
Oh yeah, I heard it's on.
Yeah, it just came out.
Oh, the new season. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Yeah, I'll explain as best I can. So basically, seasons 1 through 6 came out right back 2008 through 2013-ish. And when they came out with all the seasons, there was another season planned, but Disney cut funding for it. I don't exactly know why, because the show was popping back then. And then, after 5-6 years of the entire fan base completely rebelling against Disney, they finally decided to reproduce it, which it was kind of crazy because they had the entire season finished in all the animations. They just didn't actually, I don't know, cartoon it. It was in the boxing stages. You can literally look it up on YouTube. I'll actually paste you guys a link real quick.
That's
I knew
interesting.
they had it. Yeah, I knew they had it close to being finished. I don't know why they fucking just randomly cut it off though once they got the rights to it.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, cause
It's all shitty.
even as a kid, I have foggy memories of the Clone Wars, and just
I've-
enjoying watching the show, and then it just stopped, and I was like, oh.
I'm trying to rewatch it. It's a lot of fun actually. It's a lot of fun.
I heard a lot of actually just online reviews of the show, just praising the hell out of it. It's oh, this is the next quarantine binge. It's I'm just it's Star Wars.
You can literally just look at the picture there, and you can see that's how much they had done in the left, and all Disney had to do was make it to the right.
Huh. Damn, actually, yeah, it was really close to being done, wasn't it?
So there was they even had voice lines and everything. There was no reason for them to cut it off, and they just did. So the entire fan base was, oh my god, what makes it even worse is going to be a little bit of a rabbit trail. But that right there, this season, literally would have come out before Star Wars Rebels, and Star Wars Rebels takes place like, I don't know, half a year after this, and so pretty much the end of this season, we already knew the end of it because of Rebels. So it kind of ruined the amazingness, but it was still an amazing season
Have
7.
you? Did you watch Rebels?
I watched Rebels.
Yeah, I've watched all of it.
I have
I've watched
never seen Rebels. Like I've seen all the Clone Wars and all that. I've never seen Rebels though.
Yeah. I remember watching a bit of it, and I was just like, well, it's okay, but it's also kind of ass, and I just stopped watching
I was
it.
gonna ask if Rebels was any good because it just seemed off.
Okay, so a lot of people critique Star Wars super, super hard, and I'm one of the most diehard fans you'll ever meet. And I got the people that hate on movies like the original 3, or like I guess it's the
prequels?
Yeah, it's the sequels. Everyone hates on the
sequels,
sequels, which is like the actual 1, 2, 3 movies. Everyone hates on those movies when they're actually not that bad. It's the same thing with people just mob hate in the Star Wars community, even if they don't have any valid reason. And it's the same thing with Rebels. People mob hate the show when in reality it's actually a pretty decent show.
Yeah.
What was that dude's name?
What?
I'm trying to remember the actor's name that played Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, dude, yeah.
In what? In the originals?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the originals. Let me look it up. I can't remember.
Fuck, what was his name? Hayden, wasn't it like Hayden Christian?
Yeah, Hayden Christian.
A lot
Hayden
of people
Christian.
started getting mad at him for playing Anakin.
Yeah, which is terrible because he perfected Anakin. Like, that is what he's like
He was so good.
in
Like,
lore. But the problem is they gave him terrible writing. That was the main thing that was wrong with it. There's a lot of cringe lines.
What have I done?
because I remember people critiquing like him as an actor, but like he did great. He did so fucking good, but everyone got mad at him.
He represented Anakin perfectly. And I will vouch that for.
I don't know
he
how
did-
many people are going to be mad about this, but I've never actually seen the sequels, so I don't even know what his acting is like.
Let's just say a lot of people hate it because the writing's bad, but he's actually a great actor. Like,
Yeah.
he embodies exactly what Anakin is. Like, how much the struggle between the light side and the dark side is with him. He portrays that perfectly.
That makes sense, yeah. Because I get the story and stuff, so it's kind of easy to understand that part, but
I don't really dig the newer movies nowadays though.
They're very good in the sense they're good action movies. They just
But
don't
they're
follow
just
the
not
lore.
good.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, I remember when the first new set of films came out, like the Star Wars ones. Some people online were like saying how like you don't have to have watched the original Star Wars movies to understand them, and so I tried doing that, and it didn't work. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like there was like a bunch of like there's spaceships and there's like these destroyed vessels and like there's like a lot of background lore, and I just didn't understand any of it. I was like, well, this is BS.
Like it was a good action like movie. It was like a good
Oh
thing
yeah,
like cinematically to watch.
yeah. Cinematically,
And
it was really
just
interesting.
not like good, interesting like follow. It did not follow like the books or anything comics at all.
I'd say this. It was very pretty. I'll say that it was pretty beautiful to look at, like all the scenery and the designs of the planets.
Aesthetically,
movie?
it's nice. Like New Hope, not New Hope, no, just the newer movies in general that have. been
The ones that just released, like recently, like Last Jedi and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, 100%. I can agree with you on that. I was confused for a second. Yeah.
it's just like aesthetically and stuff. They're nice, but they aren't really. They don't follow it at all.
Yeah, it's because J.J. Abrams and the new guys that were directing, they just literally took what we had and just killed all the characters that we grew up with and loved for no reason at all. Absolutely no reason. Because they just wanted to push their new characters that they made and make them the focus. And Star Wars fans hated that.
I mean, understandably enough.
Like the
Yeah.
Force Awakens and stuff, it was just like, oh come on.
It's all just cinematic masterpieces in the way that it looks amazing because it's new technology.
Man,
but it's-
it did not follow shit.
No, it's its whole thing. They shouldn't have even included Luke and Han in those movies, honestly.
I'd fucking rather play Lego Star Wars. Well, actually, no. Lego Star Wars was hella good.
Yeah, how Star
Facts.
Wars?
Lego Star Wars was a fucking bop.
I bought that whole thing when it was like $3 on Steam, and I just me and Judah just bopped off on that, dude. It was so fun. Beat the pod
I don't
race.
know, Zane. I don't know if you've watched. Have you even watched any of Clone Wars? Like, have you ever watched it?
Okay, so like you said, like from 2008 to 2013, I watched like just bits here and there of it, and like I remember just the emotion of fondly enjoying it, but as of actual details, I don't remember any of it. Like,
That's one thing that before this whole quarantine ends and everything, when we go back to school, you've got to watch at least like the best episodes of Clone Wars, which there's a lot of filler episodes. But if you genuinely like look into it, you'll find a list anywhere of just straight action episodes, and that show will like change your life. It's insane how like attached I got to the.
Dude,
Yeah.
even the filler episodes, though, they're fucking nice.
Oh yeah, I've watched the all 7 seasons. Okay, of course I haven't watched the 7th season more than once yet, but I've watched all the original 6 seasons like 3 times in my lifetime because
Damn.
it's just awesome.
The one thing though that always got me was Clone 99. The little
No, bruh.
Oh,
When he died,
no.
bruh.
Oh, that
Oh
was
my
depressing.
god, the saddest episode ever.
Guys?
he
guys,
was just
I am
trying
right
his
here.
best.
Huh?
I am right here.
He doesn't know anything, but like,
Doesn't
dang,
die?
It's not even a spoiler, really, because honestly, when you first meet him, you're like, this guy's gonna die. There's no way they're gonna let this guy.
it was so sad. Like they really didn't. He was just trying his best. He was just trying to help.
And he was hobbling. And then the worst part was Cody and Rex tried to protect him last second, and he's still. Oh, bruh, I can't.
Oh, it's so fucking depressing. He was just trying his best to help out.
This
Oh,
actually segues me perfectly into my tattoo story that I was gonna tell you guys about,
dude, what would you?
because it was
Like,
actually a
oh,
Clone Wars tattoo.
Oh,
Mm.
really? That's what you got?
Yes. So I'm gonna give you a little backstory first. This is gonna be a little bit of a long story, so I hope you don't mind me talking.
Oh, no, go ahead. I'm already comfy.
So this starts back in 2018, right? I joined this Gary's Mod server. It was a Clone Wars Gary's Mod server. Think of I was doing serious RP for a second there, right? They've got this whole like government set up. You can climb the ranks, and then all the way up, and you can get to this highest point where you watch over the server of like 200 people. Let's just say in a year and a half, I got to that top rank, and throughout that time, right, I had to become like brotherhood bond with these guys. Like I interacted more with them than I did with my parents in that year. Like that's how much I played on the server, bro.
dude, that happens.
And so I became like this brotherhood with these people, and we still talk to this day, even though all of us are retired. And I've always told them, I was like, I'm gonna get something to remember them because I don't ever want to forget them, right? And so there's a certain clone trooper on this Gary's Mod server because it was a Star Wars Gary's Mod server, and the clone trooper was Commander Wolf, which I'm sure you might know who that is. But for Zane, I'm gonna get a picture for you real quick.
Thank you. I like all this storytelling with the images and stuff. Ooh.
Yeah,
Crisp.
bro, you gotta make.
What?
So that's
Ooh.
what he looks like, right? And his number is Clone Commander 3636,
Oh,
right?
he's ugly as fuck.
So, bro, but he's got the hardest backstory ever. This dude's got like he got a lightsaber cut through his eye,
Oh, no
and
shit,
he still
yeah.
lived through it and everything. Yeah. But either way, this is like this saying in between me and my friends, because that's like the commander that we bonded over, because that was I guess battalion's a thing in real life too. Yeah, that was the battalion we were all in when we first started. So I got it across my chest. It's CC 3636, so it's kind of like a saying between me and the guys. It's the
Damn.
best way to remember all of them, yeah.
Damn, man.
And it looks absolutely dope. But yeah, that's the little backstory to it, because I literally grew on a server with all these people, became like bonded with them all, and then yeah, I kind of got the thing, and I told them I would, and they didn't believe me, and then I did. So looks dope.
Damn. So it's just the letters and numbers CC 3636.
Yep.
No, that's
And,
commitment right there. I fuck with that.
That's pretty
fuck.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro, when I made a closer bond with them than I did with any of my real life friends. So I needed something for it, you know.
You can click with like people online so much easier. It's actually so much more fun.
But yeah, and they all have every single guy in there is like got a different story because they're all from different countries, states, all this stuff, and you can talk to them about stuff you can't talk to anybody because they don't care.
Plus, they don't go to the same school either, so it's like,
Yeah,
who
you
the fuck
don't
are they
gotta
gonna
worry about them judging. Yeah.
I don't like my favorite commander though. I don't know why. I always fucked with Cody though. Commander.
Bro, there's these. This is how Star Wars fans. You either fuck with Cody or you fuck with Rex. That's it.
I fuck with Cody.
Everybody's split, bro. I got a poster of Rex on my wall at my dad's house. I ride him so hard, it's insane.
My brother was Rex, and I was just Commander Cody. I fucked with Cody. I mean, not gonna lie, I did like Rex, the dual pistols though.
Yes, bro.
I fucked
And
with the dual pistols.
it's so hard. Like,
He did
it's just
some good
he's so
shit with
badass.
that.
Yes,
Like-
bro.
He did some good shit with the pistols.
He has this signature pose that was absolutely BA that he would always do, and it'd be one pistol over the other, and I would just like, bruh, this dude's a Chad. I can't.
Dude, I'm so glad in the Clone Wars they really popped off Rex though.
Oh yeah, they knew that everyone loved him so much, so they couldn't like not make him cool.
Have you ever heard of the Jar Jar Binks theory of like him being an actual Sith?
No, I have not. I thought I knew a lot. I've never heard that.
Dude, their videos have been coming out recently about Jar Jar Binks actually being a Sith. Because in one of the comics, he used like a lightsaber like perfectly.
Bruh.
And yeah, if
Like,
he makes no mistakes, then he had to have been trained with it.
Yeah, he literally just picked one up and like popped off with it in front of Commander Rex, like in front of Rex.
No way. I gotta look that up after this, bro.
Like, and then he just said, "Oops, my bad," and dropped it. But like, now there are theories coming out that he's a Sith. Like, there's so many YouTube videos. You can
It was like in the Clone Wars, like.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
There's like the thing is, there's so much lore behind Star Wars, both like inside like the actual film and like outside with like how the actual copyright got moved around. It's like just a lot to take in.
Bro.
So
I
but
could
it's even
literally
from, like,
sit here and tell you about like 15 different battalions that I know by memory, which is like little like. You guys know what a battalion in the military is, right?
Yeah.
It's a group of guys.
Oh yeah, in the military.
So in Clone Wars, it's like in the Clone Wars, it's like different color armor.
Oh,
And there was
okay,
a minimum like 15 different battalions that I could tell you details about that most people don't know because it's a different type of lore that I love. Like Clone Wars, I'm one of the few people that Clone Wars over the prequels or sequels or any Star Wars movie, I will take it over it 100 times over.
Dude, Clone Wars is so much better.
Oh, 100. If they could take it and animate the entire 7 movies, or the original 6 actually, just animate it into Clone Wars animation, I'd watch them like 100 times.
I mean, honestly, that would be the most like digestible form of media for that kind of stuff, especially in like 2020. Like, I would
especially with how
definitely
graphic have you guys know Revenge of the Sith, bruh? That movie is so graphic, it's insane. They show like literally younglings getting killed, bruh.
Oh.
It's insane.
One moment.
Back to the fucking Jar Jar Binks thing, but it's like, you ever notice how he'd never get hurt? He'd always like fucking jump
Dodge.
higher than any fucking like.
Yo, you're right. Like in the episodes of Clone Wars when the Commander Gree series, you know that one that I'm talking, where he was there with Padme and Gree. That dude would always jump and dodge stuff. I never, bro.
Like, he would plus like I posted in the Discord thing of him holding lightsaber and like you just look at that shit. It looks like he's made for it.
It looks like he was built for it, like a.
I'm back,
born.
boys.
What's up? What's up?
My brother was at the door. He was like, "Will you take that poster back?" I'm not
Actually,
gonna.
I think I posted the comic about it of Jar Jar using the lightsaber, like one little clip of it in the Discord thing. But like, he just does it so cleanly in the comic. It's just like, oh well, well shit.
Man. So, have you been watching anything else besides the Clone Wars?
I watched Outer Banks, but that's a super normie show, of course.
How is it? I've been told to watch it, but I haven't yet.
It's that show on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah, I saw previews and I was like,
It's just very mainstream normie.
Yeah, it looks
and
like
I'm
something
right
that's
in the middle
like-
of normie and not.
it's like aimed directly at our audience, like at our demographic, and I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah.
because that stuff, like, for most people is like, okay, well, I might as well watch it because that's what it's for, but, and then I just look at it and I'm just like,
Yeah, it's not worth it for some people.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't blame you. Yeah, no, it's just I could talk about Clone Wars forever, but I'm not going to take the whole podcast. to talk about it.
I'm
Here,
just-
I'll tell you about how the tattoo felt. How about that? Because I told you I was going to do.
Yeah, tell us that, yeah. Like,
Since I-
because you were like, yesterday you were like, it's gonna be today. Actually, did you listen to any of the podcasts?
Oh my god, no! I'm so dumb. I forgot. Because it took way shorter than I thought it was going to take.
Nah,
it took like
it's
15
cool.
minutes. But yeah, no, it was like it's hard to explain the feeling because it's different for everybody. So I got mine on my left pec, so on the chest. And the chest is one of the most like the worst places you can get it because it hurts the most.
Yeah.
And the best way I can describe it is like think about if you had a sunburn, right?
Yeah.
And then think about when you shoot on like a controller and it vibrates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the vibration on your sunburn and then cat scratches too.
Oh.
It's like constant cat scratches that are vibrating on a sunburn.
Came up with a whole metaphor for it.
But it's the best. That's exactly how it felt. Like it's bearable, but you are like you want it to stop.
But like it's
But,
uncomfortable
like, you can
enough
deal
to be like,
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. So it's like people overhype the pain. Honestly, unless your pain tolerance is nothing, then you'll be fine if you get one because it's actually not terrible.
Yeah, it's like baby cries every time you eat like a spicy pepper kind of tolerance level, just like,
Yeah,
yeah. Like,
because I have a pretty high pain tolerance, and it was like, like I'll get over it once it's done.
it's just that point where it's like you it just kind of gets on your nerves, like it's annoying.
Yeah, that's exactly how it's like. It's like, okay, can you stop now? Even though it's like, no, they can't. It's also like every time they dap the blood away, every time the needle stops, there's like no pain at all. There's no like residual pain. So every time they dap the blood off you, it's like a little break and it goes back to
It's like
a
slight
reset.
relief.
yeah.
it's like short periods of torture. Jesus. But I mean, at least you get
Oh,
a
well.
nice outcome.
How long did it take?
Mine was like 15-20 minutes because it's not too big. It's actually a decent size. It's like I put it in the Clone Wars font. So here, actually, let me pull up I think I have a picture.
Yeah, you got a picture of it? That'd be cool.
You just verbally describe the picture for the podcast.
Okay.
Yes.
On the merch store, you can order Braille to describe it.
Oh my god.
But
That's pretty cool though. I would never get a tattoo, honestly, but
I'm getting one myself.
what it
So it's exactly like that, but on my chest. It's that font and everything. Because
Oh, wow, it actually is
that's
just-
Star Wars font. So yeah, I got that, and it looks exactly like that, but on my chest. And it's like, take 2 fingers, like your middle finger and index finger, and then that's how big it is across my chest. Except it's on my left pec.
That's
It's
not
just that-
bad.
Yeah, so it's nothing crazy, and it's easily hideable from my like grandparents who would have a heart attack if they knew I got one.
Yeah.
Sonny, what's that on your chest? Fucking Terminator.
But yeah, people think I'm branded now.
Yeah. It's like he comes
You're
from a
getting
secret
dr-
society. It's like,
What were you saying, August?
People are gonna think you're drafted or you came from Auschwitz.
That's bro.
Oh my
That's the one thing I was like, no, it's kind of weird. But then I'm like, nah, it looks like Star Wars. If
It's
you
like-
know.
As
it
long
looks
as you know
dope.
the meaning behind it, though.
Yeah.
I plan on getting one when I turn 18. I
Mhm.
plan on getting a lot more. Like I know I'm getting one on my like
ass.
no where emo people cut themselves on the wrist. Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get one down there with my brother, and I'm gonna get it with like all my brothers, and then I'm gonna get one on the like back shoulder with my actual brother.
Hell yeah.
What are you gonna get tattooed, actually?
Probably on the wrist, family, because it's dead ass. My like me and my all my brothers are getting it.
Just have them draw blood.
No way.
On the back shoulder, it's probably gonna be koi fish, and honestly, I would like it because these are all hideable. But I would like an actual, like at least an arm, like a whole sleeve, you know, on my right arm.
Yeah.
But if I ever move back to Korea, I'm fucked because it's illegal to get tattoos there because it's affiliated with gangs. So I'd have to cover that shit up instantly.
Yeah. Or they find out that you're hiding them, and then they're like, he has a gang.
No, they'll be searching at the airport, but because I have a tattoo, I'd have to cover it up because it's like, oh, you're in a gang, which means you're bad.
No way.
It's like, don't let this
But like,
guy in. He's a
Yeah,
gang.
I'm pretty sure I'm like 90% sure it's illegal there to get tattoos. Because
Where?
South Korea.
I think there's any like
I wasn't sure if I
exception.
heard you.
Like,
It's like, yeah, people like there's this one dude doing it in his basement. But like even then, some people might call the cops on him because it's illegal.
That's crazy.
Huh.
Yeah, it sucks. So like if I actually do get a sleeve like I want, I'd have to cover it up. Also, my dad hates tattoos, so
Yeah, my parents hated tattoos. I had to convince them for like over a year to let me get it because it's not like I needed to ask because technically I could just go get it, but I just wanted like the respect aspect, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're
yeah. I mean, understandably, yeah, you don't want to like piss off your
Yeah.
parents. Like they
Like-
find out.
yeah.
my mom saw the fact that I got like my ears pierced, and she shunned me almost because it's like, well, it's not like almost shunned. It was just like, man, you
You have
there's
dishonored
reason-
the family.
like, there's no reason to do that. Like, why? It's like, it's kind of like I'd
Yeah.
rather you not have it.
Okay,
That's how
fair
my
enough.
mom is.
Honestly, it's because it's forbidden in like my religion to have a tattoo.
Mm.
Like I would not only be like, like just verbally abused for it, but I'd probably get like there would be some consequences.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I don't even know what I would get.
You know, I'm the same as you, August, though. I eventually want a sleeve, like a... You know how The Rock has, like, the Samoan peck in it?
Oh yeah,
I want that so bad.
dude, like a sleeve is so badass.
They're so sick, bro. Oh my god. Like, that's the epitome of cool.
Like they just look so fucking good, and it's just like, who doesn't want? Like I just want
Exactly.
them, you know?
Especially if you design it all yourself with everything having a meaning on it. Like, oh my god. So
Like,
sick.
they can turn out so fucking good if you get them done right too.
Yeah, if you have a special guy that you've always gone to and, like, trust with every design and stuff.
So it's like,
my
yeah, because dear God, never get a sleeve as a first tattoo. That's probably one of the
Heck no. You'd have to be an idiot.
I mean, you can like get a few things on your arm and eventually complete a full sleeve. Eventually,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting my first 3, and then I'm building the sleeve. So like it starts with the CC letters. Then I'm gonna have the, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm gonna do probably some different language writing down my shoulder for like my granddad's death or something. And then it's like all gonna move into stuff that's
You
cool.
could
I don't
get, get a whole tattoo like connecting from your left pec, like you said you had that one on,
Mhm.
all the way down.
Yeah, and that's what my plan was eventually when I'm like 25.
That just looks so badass.
That's like, it can even make a dude you can even get it if you were skinny. Like, I'm not gonna do it until I'm built, but like you could do it when you're skinny and it still looks good. That's the best part about them.
But dear God, you probably don't want to get like. There's a dude who got like a fucking Buddha tattoo when he was like really big on his stomach.
Oh no.
But when he lost a bunch of weight,
Oh,
it was
no.
like fucking deformed, and it was like, it was like Buddha ain't supposed to look like that. That ain't.
That's why I'm not doing it till I'm built, because if I expand after getting it, it would look so weak.
Yeah, and that dude that had that Buddha tattoo, man, fucking rip that guy. That rip that Buddha
People are
tattoo.
gonna think
Man.
he's disrespecting him.
Poor Buddha.
Like, is that Gandhi? Whoa!
Dude.
I think we're mixing up. I think we mixing up religions and people now.
That's funny.
Damn.
Like, that's just it's fucked.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
whole like tattoo thing. I mean, just aesthetically, I think it's pleasing. But the ones that are like you move your arm or something, and it makes it look like it's doing something though.
Heck no, bro.
Some
Yeah.
SpongeBob type
Yeah.
shit. Is that where you're getting that from?
Close. It's a regular show bit where he gets one on his armpit and it's a shark.
Oh, so I remember that being in SpongeBob.
Ah, dude, they're so
Yeah.
iconic though.
If someone ever has that, I think that'll make me lose respect for that person. It's like, well,
It's like, hey, look, I got a tattoo.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that looks nice. It's like, but check out what it does. And then he starts flexing. It's like, all right, just leave me alone now, please. Please go away.
is it? Is the new GTA supposed to come out?
I don't know about the new GTA, but I heard the GTA 5 is gonna be free on the Epic Games Store, something like that, like tomorrow.
I've been playing a lot on Xbox and well, mainly a lot of Call of Duty, but
Yeah.
I've been playing a few times, like a few sessions GTA. I just don't know if like there's a new one coming out or not yet, though.
Yeah, I've legit.
Hello,
never-
hello? I think I DC'd for a second. Hello?
Hey,
Can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah,
good?
you're
Am I
good.
good?
You're good.
because like before we start the podcast, I was just playing fucking Call of Duty by now, so I didn't. I totally forgot about the podcast. Then I came back and I was like, oh yeah, it's 11:43. I need to finish this match and go ahead and do the podcast.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I was doing before the podcast. I was just kind of messing around on my computer. I just
I'd
got
gotten from work like an hour ago and I'm watching another Star Wars movie, and that's all.
priorities are set.
Yes,
Really?
of course, of course.
One thing I've done today is just play Xbox One.
Lucky.
Yeah, honestly. Like, this whole quarantine is just making everybody challenge their daily schedules. It's like, what do I do today? Holy crap. It's like having
Well,
an
it's like-
existential crisis. It's like, do I get up and make a sandwich, or do I just sit down for another episode of fucking Airbender? Jesus Christ.
I get to the point where I'm so bored that I work on my sleep schedule. That's how bored I am.
It's like entering quarantine. It's like, let me just let my schedule devolve.
I'm just
By the
waiting
end of
for my
quarantine-
job to call me back.
Sorry.
Who?
Well, I work at Panera, right? And they said they're gonna start bringing more people into work, right? Because they stopped like scheduling people.
Yeah.
So I was just, and they said they're gonna start work up soon. So I'm hoping they actually do.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, because honestly, with all this free time, I'm hoping that after Ramadan, I'm gonna put in for more hours at Arby's because I
How,
just
how
need
many more
something.
days you got of that?
What?
How many more days do you have left of Ramadan?
It ends the 24th, and then I think Eid is on the 25th, which is like the holiday. So
I don't know if you want to go into depth on that in the podcast, but like if you want to explain that to me, that would be dope because I
yeah.
don't know much about other religions because I was of course born and raised freaking Christian, so I get very blocked out of other things.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I
That'd be
was
cool then.
never really raised in a religion. Like I was like Baptist, sure, but I never really stuck with the religion.
Yeah, honestly, I have a lot of friends that are like that. Like, that are just like, oh, my parents are this religion, or I was told about this religion growing up, but I'm just
sounds
basically just believe in God, or
Yeah.
I don't have any religion, something like that.
Yeah, it's just like it may be bad. It's just like I don't affiliate with any religion right now.
It's not really a bad thing because most of the time when you're this age, you're still finding yourself. Like I was raised in it, and I went to a private school and everything. Like, I literally went to MTCS, like a Christian school.
Oh,
And then-
no.
I'm still like because it was shoved down my throat so much. It's more like I'm kind of trying to figure out if I even still do. That's the struggle with
Yeah,
my
like
age,
that's especially in America. I feel like that's like a big issue among parents. It's like if our child is like too open to society, then he might not want to be our religion, right? But if we like completely like bury them in on our beliefs, then they might not want to do it now because they feel like we pressured it on them rather than them choosing to do it. I mean, I like my religion, so whether it's been like pressure on me or not, I don't really know. But I like being a Muslim, but I can see a lot like how my friends are like, I don't know if I want to be this religion, or I don't really
No.
know if I'm going to heaven or not. Like my friends, I'm not gonna put names out there, but some like of my friends, at least in private, have like told me they're like, dude, is there a God? Like, what's
It's a deep question. Like, it's a hard question to answer
Yeah.
because no matter what religion you are, it's like, how do you explain it to other people without sounding crazy? You know?
Yeah, it's like the whole concept of what comes after, just especially at this age, like Jesus.
It's too big for our brains to comprehend, and I think that's the point of religion.
Yeah, I think our
I feel like
teenager.
that's like the safest part, though. It's just like saying you believe in a higher being is probably the safest thing you can do.
Oh yeah,
Not be
100%.
safe.
That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
100%.
Like you believe in a higher being, just not a certain one. That's like the best answer you can give to like a religion-based person that's crazy.
Yeah, I can literally say that exact same because that's exactly how I feel too.
Yeah, that's
Like
how
I know
feel.
there is, but I don't know what it is yet.
Because there's so many options. It's like, well, which one do I know is
Yeah, like, how do we know
Ooh.
which religion started first, and
Like,
where's the? Did they have facts behind it, or
Don't
was
worry,
it just?
boys. Let me help you out.
I'm gonna convert you now.
So Islam is about. It's just like it's like thank you for that perfect segue. It's like
Did you got
know-
like
he said thanks for the sec.
I mean, actually though, do you wanna? I could tell you about like Ramadan at least.
Yeah, I do want to know about Ramadan because I always hear about it, but I'm not exactly sure what it is.
fasting?
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, there's a lot to Islam. Right? It's not like I'm gonna be able to get into all of it, but the
You
main
can't
thing.
have anal either.
What?
He's not allowed to have anal in that religion.
You
Why would he
oh my-
want
He's
to?
specifically
Every
not
time.
allowed to have anal.
Why does that matter?
It's, August
No
is
idea,
like-
but they specifically do not allow anal.
August. This is my class, alright?
But Christianity does.
Alright,
so I
okay,
guess
okay,
it's like
Why
a
did-
religion.
why
Stop
do
the
you-
anal talk. Stop the anal talk, alright? 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 We're gonna talk about Ramadan, alright? We did this last time, alright? It didn't really lead to anything good.
Just saying, man. Just
okay,
saying.
okay, you put it out there. Now it's my turn, alright?
All right, go
If I
ahead.
hear
Go
any
ahead.
more words about anal, I'm gonna. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright, so as a Muslim, right, we follow the lunar calendar, and there's like 12 months in the lunar calendar as well, but basically, the lunar calendar is where we follow the days of the moon cycle, so from full moon to empty to new moon and then full again. That's our calendar. So, once of the 12 months every
Yeah,
Ramadan,
I'm looking at
right?
the calendar.
Yeah. I bring that up because every year it shifts back about 2 weeks because of the fact that because it's on the lunar calendar, it's not like the Gregorian one. So it
Mhm.
shifts back, and so the reason why I bring that up is because it means this year my birthday won't be during the month of Ramadan, which is kind of cool. And it's like gonna be the first year in like 3 years that it's not in Ramadan, where I'm not like actually
wait,
fasting.
That's actually. Wait, I just realized that's what you. Because it keep. Oh, that's dope. Okay, continue.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's kind of like it's because it's based off of the American calendar. It kind of like shifts year to year throughout the
Mhm.
entire American calendar, like just slowly. So that's just
Every
something.
2 weeks, a year.
Yeah,
So yeah,
2
I
weeks a
got
year,
you.
yeah, so eventually, like a decade from now, it'll be like in winter or something, or like on the opposite like spectrum of the Gregorian calendar. But anyway, that's not even important. The point is, I just went on a whole tangent there, didn't I?
No, it's fine.
Yeah. During the month of Ramadan, we fast, which is basically, it simplifies down to this. From sunrise all the way to sundown, we can't eat or drink. But during the night, for like the majority of the night, all the way up until like 5 o'clock-ish, we can eat and drink. But then right after that, we can't. So we it's like we got these 2 big sessions, right?
Wait,
like
yeah,
we're-
that has to do with the like sun and moon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like
And being able to see you.
it's like something like that. It's like There's a
With
bunch
the
of
sun
like,
out, the god can see you. With the sun down, they can't.
it's something like that. I know there's a lot of small rules,
To
especially
keep
for
it
like.
better, there's two little gods.
That's just I don't know. That's kind of I feel like okay. August, were you in my class last in Mr. Sutton?
Probably.
You remember crap, what was his name? He followed that too, and he told me a little bit about
Is it
Ramadan.
Abdallah?
Abdallah, yeah,
Oh,
Abdallah.
Yeah,
Abdullah, yeah.
He told me about it.
that's
Yeah,
him.
he said he would tell me about it because he was like, "Yeah, we're going home tonight. We're feasting," and I was like, because it was like I guess after night, like you said, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was always like, "That's kind of cool." I don't know why, but it's cool. Like, I understand now why you do it, but like it's
Yeah.
the same thing in most fasting is the same thing in most religions. I can assume.
Yeah, and also to just summarize up like the reasoning behind why we do it.
Can't see.
As far as I'm concerned, there's two main reasons.
Mhm.
One is that in the afterlife, we're promised that if we do fast, like to the best of our abilities, right? Like our whole lives, right? Every Ramadan, we're promised a secret and unknown reward, right? And nobody
Mhm.
knows what it is. Like you could say it's just about anything. It could be a
Because
mansion.
when you're dead, you can't tell other people what it is.
Oh
'Cause
no,
you're
no,
dead.
because there's okay. Oh god.
Wait, Zane, I have a question real quick. Was it your religion, or was it a different one that was like the 72 virgins? No, you were promised 72 virgins in the afterlife.
It's not 72.
Oh, it's not. I just pulled a random number out my ass. How many is it?
I'm gonna make myself look really bad here. I probably shouldn't answer this question. I'm not really like a monk. I'm pretty sure if I like Google it, it's like 12. But I'm not even sure if that's legit or if that's just something that somebody online made up. I don't even know.
72.
I remember my mom told me that in anger, like as like a. She's like, well,
No,
your religion, you
dumbass,
get
it is
12 virgins.
72.
It's 72 or 12. I remember looking it up
72.
somewhere. Okay.
I was right. Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I don't know where this.
According to the religious text of Islam, male martyrs will receive 72 virgin maidens as a paradise as a
I
reward for
feel
their.
like I've heard that before.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it
Yeah.
was 72. I just wasn't too
I've
sure.
been told that as like a joke and as like legit like fact. So I don't even know. I'll ask. I'll ask my the
They
imam,
won't.
regardless of how angry he gets at such a fucking gay question. But yeah, cause I mean it's like stuff like that like people even joke about sometimes. That even I'm like, I don't know, like, cause like it's like pulling back at what we said earlier.
Yeah,
It's like
where the fuck are you getting 72 virgins from?
I don't know. Maybe he makes some. I don't. This is what I mean, guys. I know Ramadan and that's it.
Deep.
That's funny.
Yeah, but like, back to Ramadan anyway. Before you brung up the fucking virgins bit. Yeah. The two main reasons is that we get like a secret reward in the afterlife for performing Ramadan, right? And also it's to feel the pain that those less fortunate feel, like those like very stereotypically like in Africa, right? Like they don't have any food or anything. Or just I don't know. You've seen the fucking videos, alright? Don't. I know down in South Africa they have very great civilizations, and like even in like the Saharas they've got huts and stuff. But just playing off of the most like stereotypical event you can imagine. Just imagine like some starving people, right?
Dude.
It's to feel what they're feeling, basically.
You know what sucks? They have two pandemics going on. You got the coronavirus, and they still got Ebola. They have two. Why do I keep saying two pandemics after them right now?
Yeah,
It's
I was
like,
gonna ask
God
you that
damn.
too. I was like, why does he keep saying poop?
I don't know. I was mixing up two in the pandemics words at once, so I
Two
kept
and poop.
combining. But like, they got two pandemics like eating their ass at once. Like, rip Africa, man.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people forgot about the Ebola virus, even though it's like still pretty prominent down there. Right?
It's people forgot because it's not prominent in the U.S.
Yeah. But yeah, so for like the whole month of Ramadan, we don't like like we just fast like from sunrise to sundown, and then at the very end of it we have a like I think it's one of the 3 religious holidays the whole year that we're supposed to celebrate, which
Yeah.
is it's just Eid, like EID. It's like Eid. There's a dialect way to say it, but I don't know. It's just
You know what's fun? I don't really believe in it as much, but it's pretty cool. I've been getting into a lot of Greek and like Norse mythology,
yeah.
just like about like the like gods of Ragnarok, like Odin,
Like, I never
Zeus,
even
and all
like.
that.
I know that's like a lot of. That's a lot of Marvel University talk.
Well, Marvel kind of got it from the
Yeah. Could
mythology,
you
but
tell us a
like
bit about it?
I don't know too much. I've just started getting into it, but like I've been really fascinated by like Norse mythology, like
Oh, like kind
Tyr.
of just like rabbit holing your way in there, like just.
Yeah, I'm just starting to get into it because I used to as a kid, but now I stopped. But now I'm getting a lot in like a shit ton more into it, like about like going depth into the gods, like Odin's trials, like him getting hung up on a tree for like fucking weeks, lost an eye.
Huh.
I've just started getting into like because I don't necessarily believe in it by no means, but it's just like it's cool. I don't want to
It's
say
interesting to
fairy
look at.
tales. Yeah, I don't want to say fairy tales because I don't want to diss people that do it, but like it's pretty cool to get into. It's pretty
Oh
fascinating.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's definitely at the very least like just interesting, like all the stories and stuff. Like for at least for most people, it's just stories that they used to come up with to explain natural phenomenons. But I mean, they're pretty
Especially
fucking
since,
elaborate. Like,
especially since well wait, I got shit to do right now. It's like it's just something to keep me company and like get into. It's pretty nice.
yeah.
How much do we want to go into religion based?
I mean,
I don't
well,
know how deep we should go into fucking religion
look,
talk.
okay. I mean, on a relative scale, we've like barely scratched the surface, right?
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
we're
know how
okay
deep
with
you wanna
talking
go.
about Islam, cause I'm Muslim. Like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
but I mean, anything more than that, I don't think we can like.
Anything deeper can, in today's day and age, it can be found offensive. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
like people
Dude,
might find
anything
it
is
offensive.
offensive nowadays, which is a bad thing.
Yeah, like it kind of sucks that you can't talk about that kind of stuff as openly anymore without people getting shit talked on. Like,
I will say, I do find it a little odd. Like, say, like, I know this is gonna be weird. Like, compare, like, South Korea, a free country, with, like, USA, also a free country. South Korea, like, majority, and I mean mainly majority of its population, is always, like, they always believe in Buddha. So they have a central religion, while, like, other, like most free country areas do, while USA just doesn't.
yeah.
I've
And that's
always-
just like
I don't know,
regional.
that's just
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, because like other free countries will have like usually a central like or a main religion, while USA is just kind of like all over the place.
Actually,
Yeah, it's kind of it's why we were established too, so it only makes sense, really.
Yeah,
Like the whole freedom of religion, like that's literally an amendment. So it's like,
it's like I know like South Korea, like they're free. Like I'm pretty sure they're free religion. It's just everyone just still sticks with that. Well, I guess the
it's
diversity.
because the
there
majority
is-
of them, yeah, there's not as
yeah,
much
you're,
diversity.
like
Yeah.
like as in most religions, you're just born into it, and it's not
Well,
much
everyone's
like.
fucking going to the USA.
Well, yeah.
The diversity here is like, whew.
Actually, this is kind of off topic, but not like too off topic.
There
I
is
remember
no
a
topic.
couple of years ago, my mom took us to like a Buddhist temple or something. I don't remember if we went inside or not. I just remember she was like, "Yeah, there's like one really close, like in Murfreesboro."
Bro,
I don't-
there's this like Buddhist temple in this like I don't know, it's like it's called like the most healthy place on the planet or whatever. These people named Yes Theory went to it. Dude, it's so peaceful up there. It's like I want to go.
Dude, Buddhist temples are some of the most peaceful fucking things. You'll have like you'll just hear water sounds because everyone is so quiet.
Yeah, it's like it's not even like I want to go against whatever like religion that I classified it. It's just because it seems so peaceful.
It's also just neat to see. Like you can
Yeah,
just go in and
exactly.
see all the like architecture and just stuff like, plus the like water peacefulness.
And they
like,
don't take offense to it. Like Buddhists don't take offense to you like enjoying their like
No.
what do you call it? Their architecture.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
long as you
like-
don't disrupt service by fucking screaming, you're fine.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I've like
duh.
seen the films and stuff. They look like genuinely peaceful. Like I feel like I could just sit down over there and meditate or something.
Yeah, because when I lived in Korea, they were so peaceful. No, it was like everyone. All you heard was just footsteps and waterfalls and like stuff, plus the neat little architectures and stuff. It was just fucking real nice. They also had a bell you could ring, like a huge ass bell.
Oh yeah. It's just let you do that, or
Yeah, they let you do it.
That's the video, but y'all gotta watch it after this. It's like insane.
I'm gonna link some of this stuff actually in the
Definitely.
in the links, yeah, because it'll be at least somewhat interesting to understand what we're talking about. Yeah. Also, I looked it up on Google Maps. There's like one like just like pretty close to the interstate. It's a 9-minute drive from my house apparently, so it's pretty fucking close.
Really? Damn, 9 minutes?
Yeah, 9 minutes. Like it's near the highway, but not quite, not like on it. So like it's pretty fucking close. Like that's kind of just surprising to me, honestly, because I didn't know if it was that close. I thought it was at least like half an hour, but damn, Enlightenment's 10 minutes away.
Well, honestly, I might go check it out. Seems pretty fun.
Yeah.
Not fun. Seems pretty chill. I haven't been to. Dude, yeah, this is a topic I was bringing. I can't remember if it was Japan or Korea. It's just some like I forget. It was near the like Eastern like Asian area. They have dick festivals.
Oh my god,
Oh
that's
my God.
literally in this video.
Yeah,
This
you
country has it all over the walls and stuff.
The fucking they have dick festivals where like people dress up as dicks, like carry a huge dick statue down,
What
crazy.
the fuck?
sell a bunch of dick merchandise, dick candy, and then they have one for tits too.
Whoa. You just say dick candy.
You've never seen that?
Or you can get that in America. That's not anything special.
That's yeah, that is like the one thing we have here.
Here, I'm gonna link one of the. You can just hide the image, but afterwards. But like, honestly, it says the image was too powerful. The dick was too big.
Oh.
Oh no! But like, they have dick festivals, and they have like titty festival. I can't remember if it was a titty festival.
Sign me up. Sign me up. Where's the sign up sheet?
But like, they just have these festivals like one day a year because it's like a celebration over
They know
there.
how to get people to convert.
That's amazing.
Like, if you check like the image I just sent, it's like, damn. People
In this
Oh
Discord.
my
are so
god,
confused.
it's fucking huge. What?
Dude, you know how many people are carrying that thing?
I don't know if you would know this, but like, do you know like the reasoning behind that? Like, is it just a
Not exactly. I just remember seeing it a few times, but I don't remember.
If you
Ah.
watch this Yes Theory vid, the dude actually asks the dude who's like the ruler of this country, or ex-ruler, and he explains it's some like it's like the symbol of life or something. I don't know. It's some deep message. That's all. It's not as sensitive over there like it is here, like where we laugh at it. They take it serious.
Yeah, like I mean, of course, I don't want to dish on their cultural heritage.
Of
Like, it
course.
kind of makes sense, yeah. I mean, it's obvious from our perspective that shit's funny as hell, but
Exactly.
Dude, that's the image I just sent. Like, dear God,
Oh my god. Why is it so...
pure fucking.
it just looks like
light.
a pure wiener,
Jesus.
and they're just like praying to it.
Yeah, basically what he's sending is he's sending a bunch of pictures of them, of different celebrations.
Yeah. The best way to
different
sum it up
sizes.
is just large, phallic-shaped cultural icons in their
Yeah,
home
but I'm
country.
pretty sure. Yeah, like
And the second one, they're all eating lollipops shaped like dicks in the background. I didn't even notice that
Yeah,
shit.
like Carter said, it represents like I'm pretty sure like the cycle of life and like stuff.
Yeah, like. that
So
makes
that's why
sense.
they do it.
It's like the main reproductive organ, so that kind of makes sense. But
Yeah, and they had a titty. No, I think it was a vagina festival actually.
Oh.
They have a vagina festival along with the dick festival.
Awesome. Sign me up.
it's like same here, brother.
We could go together, boys.
It's like, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I think they know how to convert people.
They got dick sucking contests at
Way
this
to go.
festival.
If they do, then I'm buying a ticket tonight. For scientific reasons only.
Like,
Just
they
purely.
do like, some
Research.
booth.
social research, just a social experiment, just get me in there, you know. Just
Speaking of that, y'all seen Kim Jong Un's sister?
we're not.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Yes. Yes.
Mommy.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Apparently he's not dead though. Apparently he's
Nah, he showed up in public. It was just all
Yeah.
a hoax.
Well, honestly, in the back of my mind, I was just like, he's not fucking dead.
I think he was actually sick, though. I just think
No,
he
I
recovered.
Oh
genuinely-
no, yeah, he was sick, but I don't think I think everybody was just blowing it out of proportions. Like, he's Kim Jong Un. Like,
Media's gonna blow it out of proportion just for the fact of getting attraction.
I mean, if you think about it, like, what would have happened if like Donald Trump got sick right now? Like, or
They'd do
like
the same
Queen
thing.
Elizabeth, for
He's
example.
dying.
They'd cover it until they got better.
Everyone would say he's dying if they got out.
I'm
but-
not saying no. I'm saying if they got sick, like situational wise, like they would do like everything in their power to make sure they didn't die before they actually did. Like it would be a long time.
Yeah,
So-
but media would blow it out of. Media always blows stuff out of
Yeah,
proportion.
like that's why I was like, dude, there's no way Kim Jong Un is dead because he's like the Queen Elizabeth of North Korea. He's like the Donald Trump
Yeah.
of the USA. They're not gonna just let him die. Like they're
Bro,
gonna
is
do
Queen
a lot.
Elizabeth dead yet? She's like old, isn't she?
Yeah, she's fucking old, dude. But like, that's my point exactly. Like they keep them alive for a fucking long ass time. Like she's like isn't
She's
she near
94.
hundreds?
What the fuck?
She's near hundreds now, right?
Yeah, she's 94.
Yeah, 94. That's yeah.
Damn.
Shit's looking like a prune, dude. I'm like,
She kicking the bucket soon.
I swear to God, most of her skeletal system's probably just metal
It's
at this
prob-
point.
It's probably already ashes on the inside.
Yeah.
Shit, she's already so old the ashes have already began. She's just kind of there.
Yeah, her skin's just like flaking off and shit. She's just
Oh yeah,
already kind
didn't
of
the UK finally
dusting
secede?
away. I bet
Didn't
you
the
got
UK
they,
finally secede from the European nation and like get their own currency?
I bet you got that they got like janitors always following her behind, just dusting up her remains, like just fucking
The
constantly
ashes just start
disintegrating.
slowly
Yeah.
falling out of her ass. She's just slowly sweeping. They're just slowly sweeping it up to keep it all up when she dies.
Yo, how much do they get paid though? Oh, that'd
Now watch some British kid try and make a school shooting joke.
be.
We can't even hear him because they're fucking crooked teeth.
Yeah. Ah, fuck. Man,
How long has this been going? This feels like it's been.
it's been about an hour now, so it's 58 minutes.
Oh damn!
It's
we
actually
started
not that bad.
directed.
Yeah,
we
honestly,
started
like we
directed.
pretty
Oh,
well
fuck.
rounded this out. I feel like this has been a pretty good one.
Besides that one part we have to cut out.
Yeah, besides that,
We won't
besides
talk
that.
about it. We won't talk about it.
The
His
situation
name-
which we will not mention. All right, all right.
I know you don't actually edit some of these things, but you really have to.
I put that time. I put a timestamp down. It's okay. It's
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna edit this one tonight. I'm not gonna forget.
All right. Any final topics y'all want to discuss? Nope.
You can
nope,
put
nope.
hamsters in a sock and throw them.
I think we're gonna stop there.
Yeah,
Wait, do
boys.
penguins have kneecaps?
Yes. Yes.
Kick 'em.
Yeah, I think yeah.
kick
It's the
their
bit where
kneecaps.
they're like constantly squatting, right? Like their whole lives are squatting.
Yeah, like I said in my previous few podcasts earlier, if you ever find a midget, kick their kneecaps. Same with the penguin, kick their kneecaps.
Yeah, they will crumple, dude. Their like skeletal system is designed where like their whole body is like formed around their kneecaps.
That's so fucking. What a weird evolution.
It's. I feel like being a penguin must feel uncomfortable. Like.
Oh,
Dude.
100%.
Speaking of that, there's a goat that like, once it gets like, sees like a predator, it like paralyzes itself.
Yes, I've seen that, bro.
What?
It's so
That's a Tennessee goat. That's
Like
from Tennessee.
like for the rest of its life, or just like a temporary.
No.
Like,
no, it's
temporary.
temporary.
okay. I
But
was
that's
like,
a
Normally
Tennessee
they
goat.
die if they see a predator because it freezes and then
Yeah,
kills it.
oh man,
its brain paralyzes the whole body.
I can't remember where I learned this one. I can't remember what animal it is. It's like a wild boar or something with a horn. I'll look it up later, but it's like this. It's a wild boar, right, with a horn, and it's interesting in that like the horn just continues to grow its full life cycle.
Oh, it kills it. It kills it. It kills
It
themselves
kills
'cause it
itself,
impales
yeah,
their
because
whole head.
it curls back around, and in some rare cases, it'll
It'll
it just
impale
grows
their
right
head.
through its fucking skull and it kills it. Yeah.
Dude,
It's
but
just-
like that goat thing, it came from Tennessee, where we are, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that's so. What fucking evolution occurred for that to happen? Like, what fucking de-evolution occurred for it to just basically kill itself?
Yeah, like it's those things where it's like evolution. You done fucked up. How does this even work?
Like, how does evolution work in a way that instead of gaining a defense mechanism, you end up killing yourself?
Yeah. It's like being a dinosaur, like with armor plating that's so heavy that you can't move. It's like
It's like fuck. You just because they literally just sit there and die, getting
Yeah.
eaten alive because they paralyze themselves. It's like fuck.
it's like what the fuck is your problem? Like
At least have a fighting chance.
it's like evolution was just trying its hardest and then it just fucking
It
it's like I don't know, just
purpose-
throw some random shit on there, make him paralyze himself. I don't know.
It
Throw
was
some
like they
horns on there that never stop growing. Yeah.
Evolution's just like rolling, just like what you gonna get? What you? Oh, you got a fucking one. Damn, suck. Man.
Fucking evolution RNG in this bitch.
What
So why we got
a
killer
good topic to end it on. What a great.
What we got? Killer Hornets. They roll a fucking 20.
Oh God,
Dude.
no.
Shit. All right. So we
Uh,
gonna
I-
end it here.
Yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. Yeah.
All right.
Alright,
I'm
well,
down with that.
thanks for joining us, Carter.
No problem. It's been a good podcast. I enjoyed it.
I think this was a
If you
really
ever
good
want
one.
to come back and just talk Star Wars for a whole hour, we'll be able to do that too.
Yeah.
Of course. Maybe we gotta plan another one to just.
Just the Star Wars podcast. It's fucking. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's like a billion of
McCade knows
those.
Star Wars
We're
too,
just
doesn't he?
shoving it down your throat to learn it.
We could get McCade in here to do a podcast at the same time with you because you both know Star Wars pretty well.
Yeah, he does know Star Wars pretty well.
Honestly,
So
not
we could-
even. Just to bring this up, I was kind of quiet at the beginning bit when you guys were talking about Star Wars,
Yeah.
purely because I was just listening. I was just taking in what you guys were saying, just like interestingly, because I was like, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about Star Wars, but it's still interesting. Like,
I'm
was
still
nice
trying to
to-
figure out that Jar Jar Binks theory though.
that shit
I'm
sounds
still-
cool. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Like,
go watch it once we get out of here.
yeah.
Alright.
But anyway,
Well-
thanks for joining us. Yeah.
And
And-
yeah.
And we are